what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So good news, my gym has finally opened back up, and I know a lot of you guys have your local gyms opening too, and you're wondering, what should I be doing when I go back to the gym to make sure that I can get back on track, rebuild my foundation, and not hurt myself? You guys haven't trained super hard in a gym for months now, so going back can't exactly go back to your old routine, right? It's just not gonna work. It'll work eventually, but right now we just need to get you guys like reacclimated to the gym, right? It's like when you buy a fish at the aquarium, you don't just throw them in the water that you have in your house. You gotta put the little baggie in the aquarium and then let it sit there for a few days, and then you open it and then you hope your fish doesn't die, which usually it does for me because I suck at taking care of fish. But anyways, we don't want you guys to go to the gym and die, I guess is the analogy I was coming up with there. So in this video, we're gonna show some B-roll of the gym and the exercises that I'm going to recommend for you guys. We'll get to that in a second. But before you do go to the gym, there's one thing you might wanna do, and it involves using this. This is the Lawnmower 3.0. For a while, I would actually go out and people would recognize me in public, but they thought that I was Ricky because I had way too much facial hair and chest hair. So I had to trim up and get myself presentable to go to the gym. I mean, look at this photo. It's like night and day Ricky Scott right there. But seriously, guys, this company actually reached out to me, Manscaping, the Lawnmower 3.0. It's actually really cool. You can use it in the shower because it's waterproof, has like a 90-minute battery, and it also has a little light on it for those hard-to-reach areas. You know what I'm talking about. So if you guys are looking for a new shaver, I'll post the link below. This thing's actually really good. Because you know what? With quarantine, because I always do like a clean shaven face, you know, I kind of like having a little bit of stubble. And if you take off the top piece, this gets it like right down to the side right here, and it looks pretty cool. At least I think so. Where I could actually look like not so much like Ricky, which would be weird, but more like myself. All right, but enough of that. Let's get back to the gym. So, should you jump right in your car and take off? Let's go! And get to the gym as fast as possible, kick open the doors and start doing your workout? No, you need a plan first. Guys, when you're going back to the gym and you haven't worked out in a while, what's happened is your body is now detrained. I mean, yeah, a lot of you guys stayed at home and you did your workouts at home. I posted a lot of at-home workouts. Majority of them being more cardio endurance based. Granted, you use some weights, but the majority of you have like 510s, maybe 15-pound dumbbells. So you've like kept in shape and you've maintained, but you know, you weren't benching 185, 225, 315 like you used to when you were training every single week in the gym, you know, on a monthly basis, right? So things have changed, and we want to make sure that when you go back to the gym that you're able to reacclimate quickly and then get back on your program. So the exercises that you guys should be sticking to when you go to the gym is going to be compound movements, okay? You want to go after exercises that will give you the most bang for your buck to kick that muscle memory back into action as fast as possible. There's no point right now of you going to the gym and, for example, having a chest day, right? There's no reason for you to go to the gym and do a traditional bro split and do a chest day where you're doing bench and like 7 different variations of chest flies. It's just not optimal right now to get you back on track as fast as possible and rebuild that foundation that you think you may have lost because you've been out of the gym. The best way to get back on track is going to be doing full body. Believe it or not, going to the gym, doing full body 2 to 3 days a week is going to be so much more effective than doing a bro split or even an upper lower, because we're going to be targeting pretty much every muscle in the body every time we go to the gym. And now the full body routine that I'm going to recommend that you guys do is actually very simple. You guys know me, I like to keep it simple. You're going to do your 3 big lifts, okay? You're going to hit your squats, you're going to hit your bench, and you're going to hit your deadlift. And you're going to do 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. There's no need right now to hit that low rep range. We're going for volume, okay? Going for a bit more volume, get those muscles working, and you don't want to kill yourself, but you don't want it to be too light either, right? So let's say normally you go and you bench 225, maybe knock it down to like 185. You want to make sure that you're able to train, and then even after resting a day or two, you can still go back and train again. And if you're too sore because you pushed it too hard on day 1, it's going to screw up the entire week and how fast you are able to get back on track. So first 3 exercises, squat, bench, deadlift. Doesn't have to be in that order. Just make sure you're doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. And then after you're done the big 3, I just want you doing 2 more exercises. That's it. I want you guys to do pull-ups, and I want you to do either a standing overhead barbell press or a seated dumbbell press. That's it. But for those exercises, you're going to do 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Now, if you want to switch things up and instead of doing pull-ups, because you're hitting more like mid to upper back when you're doing a pull-up, if you want to switch it to like a barbell bent over row with an underhand grip, that's totally fine to kind of switch out that exercise. But I want you only doing these 5, and then maybe after a little bit of abs and cardio. For those of you who actually like to do abs and cardio, Ricky hates doing abs and cardio. Well, he likes doing cardio. He hates doing the abs. Every time we finish at the gym, I'm like, all right, Ricky, it's time for abs. He's always like,
He's not lying.
I don't like doing this. And I'm like, well, that's why your abs look terrible. And that's why you hide them with hair and don't use the Lawnmower 3.0 to shave it off. Damn, we're gonna have a fight later. Ricky just went like, all arm crossed. Because he just took a photo of his legs and he looked beefy and I got jealous. Let's be honest. So now I'm making fun of his abs. But in all seriousness, guys, obviously you want to get back to the gym. You want to get back on track. You want to start hitting it as hard as you used to. But you got to make sure that you train safe, right? If you go back to the intensity that you used to train with before the gym's closed, spend 2 or 3 months, you might end up hurting yourself, okay? Your muscles are not used to that type of intensity. They're gonna become super tight if you were to do one of those original workouts that you've been doing since before the quarantine, and chances are that you may either injure yourself or be too sore that you really can't go to the gym. Like, you're gonna feel like you felt the first time you went to the gym. The very first time you went to the gym, when you had those glorious newbie gains and you did a bicep curl and you couldn't even straighten out your arm for like a week. That's kind of how you're gonna feel. Your body is detrained right now. And obviously this leads into a lot of what I've been talking about with nuclear overload training, where the benefit to all of this, the benefit to all of you is that feeling of being super sore because you're detrained, that actually might spark more results for you guys in the long run. And actually might get more of you to start taking longer rest periods. Instead of deloading for a week, you might actually detrain. So deloading is like you still go to the gym, but you're doing, a lot less weights for the same exercises. Detraining is like straight up no training for 10 to 12 days. So a lot of you guys might start to adopt the mindset based on how you feel of actually starting to detrain more after 4 to 6 weeks of heavy training because of the quarantine. And this is a perfect exercise routine that you can use to get back into it. And also, guys, I guarantee that after doing 1 week of this simple workout, your body is gonna feel thick. Like, you are just gonna feel so good and so full, which brings me to my next thing. Make sure you're eating enough food. Your calories right now are probably all over the place. There's gonna be a handful of you that were smart enough to decrease your overall calorie consumption because you're not training as hard, therefore you don't need as many calories to make up for the work that you're doing. And then there's gonna be another handful of you that said, F it, and you just decided to eat everything in sight. And maybe you gained some weight. So there's gonna have to be this, rebalancing of the scales to figure out how much food you should be eating to make sure you're recovering from your workouts, and at the same time either lowering your body fat a little bit, or making sure that you're not losing muscle because you're still not eating enough food because you load your calories maybe a little too much to do these workouts, right? So first things first, you can go to my website, muscularstrength.com. I'll post a link below. Go to the meal plan section and use my calculator to get a base calculation of where you should be with your protein, carbs, and fat and overall calories right now. And then after a couple weeks of you guys doing this very simple routine, 5 exercises, 3, maybe 4 times a week, if you want to get back on track with a new full body program, each and every single one of you can download my Guaranteed Gains program. It's 100% free right here. Literally click the link, enter your email, and you'll get a PDF sent directly to you. I just want to make sure that you guys are going back to the gym and you're training safe. Obviously, gyms are doing everything they can to make it a safe environment for you to train, and it's my job to make sure that when you enter that environment, that you're utilizing exercises that are not only going to help you get back on track the quickest, but to also make sure that you guys aren't wasting your time. I mean, yeah, gyms are taking precautions to make sure that, you know, they're cleaning up and the virus doesn't spread in the gym while you're training. But if I can get you in and out of there as fast as possible and promise that you will see results, I think it's a win-win situation. So I do plan on making more videos that are a bit more body part specific now that you guys are becoming acclimated to the gym again. So if you want to make sure you don't miss those, click that subscribe button and also show that love by tapping like down below. Likes are the only things that jog the YouTube algorithm to make sure you guys are getting notified of my videos. Plus it makes Ricky feel good because he's doing all the editing. And when you guys don't like the video, he takes it personal.
I do take it just a little personal. Still love you guys though. Thanks.
And if you don't want Ricky to cry, you need to hit that like button. Also guys, again, the Guaranteed Gains program is right here. It's free to download for every single one of you. Just click this link, enter your email, and it'll get sent to you. But don't start with it yet. Save that after you get acclimated first. I'll see you guys next time.